Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first, and I have Kvel on my rack. These duplicates aren't great, but I'm able to resolve it with Kvel. Not a great rack leave, but not much more I can do. I can't get rid of both V's and the K. Yep, I'll go with this. Vitamin. That just jumped out at me. So that's not currently playing. I think I'm not sure if vitamin takes an E. Vitamine might do. It rings a bell. I thought I had atavism, but that would be two A's, not two I's. What about activism? Activism. No C to play through and no S to play through. And opponents bingoed. And has blocked my vitamine spot. If it is in fact good, I'm not sure if it is. Now, looking at the miss prefix, miss, no, not seeing a bingo there. Kvel, I think, only takes an S. So I have the vital component of a word. I have the mid component. Meditative. That's a 9 or 10. I don't know. I don't think there's a bingo here. What about the AL ending? I have the limit component. I'm just not seeing anything here, unfortunately. What to do? I've got to get rid of the V as the priority. Just one last look at this T. No, not seeing it. I'm going with vid. That's a pretty good rack leave. Okay, that's looking better. Pitamine. So through an N I would have pitamine. Okay, that's looking good for hooks. Jaeger scored quite well as well, 38, so I really need to bingo now and then keep scoring. Timpano and apomect. Don't know how that just came to me. Apomect. What a weird word. I have fusing on my rack. And fusing. Not a bingo, but a 6-letter play. Is there a hotspot for the Z? ZA and ZI. No, that's not working. The ZI nothing in terms of what I've got. No, not a good current position for the Z. Additive. No front hooks for additive. Fizz is good. And fuse is good. If I could play onto an E, I'd have a pretty good rack leave. What about FE something here? Just not seeing great options currently. Okay, opponent bingos again, so I'm behind again. Faun. Faun. Still 20 behind. I still have the ING combo for the ending. Agrise from an A. 25. Still not seeing a great Z spot. ZI. Yes is good, but not seeing a play for yes. That would leave a decent rack. Sizey is good, but 26, not a fantastic leave, and gives back easy scoring spots. What else is there here? Quell. I don't think Quell takes. I think it's just an S, maybe. Wow, my two scoring tiles, the Y. Actually, my Y does play here. 26, not a bad rack leave. Grise is good in and of itself, but again, no great spots for Grise. Opponent taking some time with this move. Hopefully he doesn't bingo again. So opponent in his last 3 moves has scored 191. Gee, in 3 moves. That's an average of over 63 a move. Okay, he's kept it tight. I was hoping he'd create an opening. I think I might stick with NY for 26. Not seeing anything better. I duplicate the I. Gress is good, but I need to play on to an E for that. If this I were an E, it still wouldn't. Oh, it would play because of ENG, but coulda, shoulda, woulda. If I got rid of ZI, GRIZE, no, I'm not leaving a Z directly above the trip. It just makes it too easy for opponent to score now. I don't see a great way of utilizing the B hook. I have Icea, but I mean, I guess I have Biz for face value. A whole whack of E's to come. This makes it easy for opponent to hook, or indeed to score from the Z, so there's got to be something better than that. The Z, pity I don't have an A for ZAR. Avow is good, don't have an A. Looking at an LZES word. None come to mind. ZIE, nothing. Got to do something. What about... Gee, this feels weak. Gi for 12. The rack leaves quite nice, but the score is dire. I'm going with this. Wow, I think I pretty much picked up what I put down. So that's backfired. And I'm still behind. I was half hoping I'd pick up an A for ZAR. That would have been a nice 33-point play. But I'm back to square one in terms of scoring with the Z and sorting the rack out. It's Grice is good. RZ, not a terrible leave, I guess, but look at the score. I need to start catching up, otherwise I'll need a bingo to get back in the game. Don't even have an O for Zorrel. Okay, opponent plays Yin. Doesn't really help me apart from a play of ZE, but look at the leave, shocking. That can't be best. Nerds, I don't have a T for nerds. Wow. I can't play anything under the I. Not even a 1-point tile. Don't have an A for Darcy. Gee. This is Eric is good, I suppose, but look at the leaves. ZCR. Eric takes a K. I think I'm going with this for 14. Okay, agrise works if opponent doesn't take the spot. It does leave the Z right under the double, but is there a 7 here though? So it's likely to be an IZE ending word if there were a 7 or 8. And is there another 6-letter play that doesn't leave the Z right? Okay, opponents played sit. I think I'm going with agrise for 53. Okay, I have Houf, Houf. Opponent's likely to be attracted to that spot. Yes, I thought he would be. ZA, I've got nothing for going under ZA, which is a shame. I have Fiod. My F plays here, my H plays there, but no FH words. That's a shame. Fiod, 28. Not a bad pickup. Don't think there's a 7 here. There's the out prefix. But, yeah, opponent scores a massive 47 there. That's what I was afraid of. And now he's established another lead. R is good. F takes the S, so SH Ash maybe. That's 30 points. Doesn't give much back to opponent. Definitely no bingo here. From the T house onto an E. Oh, almost thought I had it there. Okay, I'm going with Ash because I'm low on time. Terrible pickup. Absolutely terrible. That's cost me the game for sure. I mean, it would have been close if I'd picked up a decent... but that is absolutely shocking. My only hope is that opponent is also struggling with his rack, but from what I can see, it's a decent pool of tiles. I might actually change here. Even AUE wouldn't be worth doing. No, definitely not. I'll keep TE. Hopefully opponent doesn't bingo now. TE and change the rest. Although the Q is still to come, so do I keep a U? I probably do. Ordinarily I would get rid of the U as well, but let's keep TUE. Ugh, I don't draw the Q, and my rack is pretty awful again, so not looking good. I have EE here for 13, which I'll play pretty quickly because it sorts the rack out, and it's about as much as I'm going to score on this board with these tiles. Won't score a whole lot more. Okay, I'll draw the W, so I've got whore, Sith, CITH, don't know about that. He's taken that spot, so whore. Sith is no good. What about I don't think worth can be spelled like that. No. Oh, what to do? What about throw? 10 Uto to go out, but I don't know if that'll be enough. Oh, opponent's got the Q. I didn't think of that. I needed to score though, so I don't know if I could have kept it tighter and got as many points as 29. I could have played HOUT for like 20, but this gives me an outplay. He's got Kibler on his rack. I've got a minute on mine. Anything from the C, because Och is good, and H. Not seeing it. Anything through the W? Out new? No. Anything through the R? Quare. He scored 16. Wow, this is going to be close. If I played 10 Uto for 7, I get 383 plus 10, 393. Not enough. I need to score more, and my time is ticking. Porno is good. I don't think out 10. No. Nah, I can't see a win here. I'll just go with Nout. 395, and he can go out. So he wins it. Maybe he can't go out. Where do I play my E? Vow or no? Woe or chi? So woe will score most, and che would score second most. Whoa. Wow, what a close finish. That I was not expecting. 409 to me, 406 to opponent. Wow. Let's see what we missed. I just thought that my goose was cooked there at the end. Kvel was best on my opening rack. Additive was opponent's first play. Nice find through the V. Now, vitalism. I spotted activism, but not vitalism. I should have seen that through either of these L's. That's a shame. I went with vid. I just want to see the equity. Okay, 66 to 47. Really strong leave. That's why it scored quite high on the equity, but definitely suboptimal. Jags for 42 was best here. Opponent went with Jaeger, and then Apomect for 93, and Compital. Here's the anagram, Potamic. So I knew there was an anagram of it, Potamic and Apomect. So happy to have spotted that one. Smasher and Seamers, Screams. There were a whole bunch of bingos from this rack. Umfazi. Look at that for a obscure word. Through the M, but leaving the I in the trip lane. Not ideal. Great score though. Probably worth doing, even factoring in the comeback score from opponent. The equity difference is it's substantial enough to warrant it, I think, but Fawn wasn't bad. Owl for 26 was best. Opponent went with Val for 21. Gazy for 40. Wow, of course, Gazy there, even though it gave back score for opponent. 40 with that rack leave is hands down the best option. There's no discussion in it. NY for 26, noticeably lower on the equity score. An opponent now had some scoring tiles. He had Bio for 32 with a decent rack leave. That's D2. Oh, Bio and a good. Nice little hidden spot there. Went with Knob, and wow, I'm surprised that Guy ranked top. I took a while with this move, and as you can see, not a whole lot better there. Bryce from the B. I did think of putting the Z. I don't know if I mentioned Bryce, but yeah, this still ranks best in terms of rack leave and score combo. Tynd for 16 was best for opponent here. He went with Yin. Grizz for 18. I went with Eric. And now opponent struggling a bit with a vowel shortage, but Krantz for 39. Where was that? F10. Ferric. No, sorry. Seric, Fauna, and Krantz. Very nice. That's huge. Seric. Yeah, I often overlook that hook. And Agrise was best for 53 here. Dal for 35. Opponent got that one in the corner. Now, Hauft. Why did I spotted Hauft, but not the verb. Hauft for 40 at 12. H. Oh, look at that. Sito and Hauft, because it takes the ED. Saito and Hauft. Clearly the best option there. I played the inferior Fiod, for 28, and Tex for 47, but next for 3L, 3L, next Zax, Elt, and Ide. That's huge. But opponent still scored well with Tex. And, Atheist. I looked at the tiles and I thought, this is a bingo rack for sure. There's got to be a 7 here. And I looked at it, and then my mind veered off to 8s, and I was thinking I let go of the 7, the idea of spotting a 7. But yeah, Atheist. Definitely the play there at K4 and H7. I went with Ash for 30. Now opponent he's got a 30-point play. Look at the scores, so close. Olio for 30 at D1. Getting that a good play again. So Olio. But he went with Does for 21. And I looked at this rack and I thought, here we go. Downhill. Got to exchange here. And all I can hope is that opponent doesn't have a 30-point play now, because that'll pretty much reduce my chances of winning by about 75%. So I exchanged, and then opponent didn't have a great rack, which was a blessing for me. He went with Ant for 9. What was the best on offer? It was only 18 for Notal at 12H. So Saito, the O hook for Sit. So Notal, leaving the A below this double. Yeah, interesting. It would have still given him a 40 odd point lead, so maybe Notal would have been the play, or Tolan. Anyway, I struggled again after my exchange, I was looking at this rack, and luckily I could scrape together 13 points with a half decent rack leave. Now opponent had Poral. That's quite a nice rack actually, on an open board, not on a closed board. But not sure if there's a bingo there. Well, it certainly wasn't a playable one. And Pawn was his play. What was the optimal play? Poral, again, that Saito play. 26. Poral, interesting. Because that would have left 1 in the bag. He picks up 5. Yeah, it's a good play. Poral, I like it. Or Polar. He goes with Pawn, and now Worth for 36, 12. Oh, of course, because Saito, I don't know why I just didn't think of the O hook. I was just fixated on the E. So that was a bit of a problem. Now throw at 11i, but Howry was good as well, so quite a drop in score there. 11i. Yeah, throw. I just didn't want to create easy scoring spots, and I was under time pressure, so I couldn't really think of all the permutations that opponent could come back with. And having the QU, I thought, okay, he's going to get a 28-point play or something like that. But as it happens, Nicab was best from the N, but leaving the B. Interesting, because I wouldn't have been able to go out. He plays Nicab, and then he's got Ulu. But can he go out with Ulu? Ulu. Interesting. I can't see a play where he can go out with Ulu, because I'm not. I mean, he's got enough of a lead to outrun me, even if I go out with 10 Nuto. So I think Nicab. Yeah, it's hard to say because I don't think he goes out with Ulu. Anyway, and then Tenuto for 7 wasn't enough. Nout for 19, but Nout at N11 was an extra point. Throne and Nout, but does that give opponent Lub is I don't know, hard to say. I don't know if he can go out with Lub. No. Anyway, I think the right thing, because Tenuto wouldn't have been enough to win. I worked it out, and Nout gave me one of the highest scores, but opponent couldn't go out. Could he? No. Chubb for 11 is best, so Chubb for 11. Yeah, it was best. Anyway, and then I went out with Woe to win it by 1 point. Can you believe it? Oh, sorry, not 1 point. 3 points, because I got the count back of his L. So, a very close game. Interesting end game to analyse. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.